Yo, welcome to the first Esteban movie review. Today I'm going to be talking about a movie called The Terrifier. I'm going to try to keep this movie review spoiler free, but let's face it, this is my first one and I'm probably going to mess it up. So, spoiler warning.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
So yeah, I must have passed this movie up like 10 times. I saw it on Netflix and it just screamed low budget, cheap, uninspired. I thought it was gonna suck, but I finally decided to give it a chance and man, it made me do a total 180. This movie is about two girls coming home from a drunken night of partying on Halloween night. It looks like they had a fun time. They're coming back to the car. All of a sudden, this clown just comes up out of nowheres. He starts like fucking with them and one of the girls starts kind of messing with him. Anyways, he eventually goes away. So they go into this diner and everything seems normal. And all of a sudden, here comes that clown again, walking in with that fucking bag of goodies. He's just watching them and he's like doing all these expressions from going from like insanely mad to like happy, like but an insane happy smile. Tara seems to be noticing it more. Dawn seems like a moron. She just starts antagonizing him. At one point she gets up and like sits on this guy's lap. So she takes this selfie with him, which again will come into play. I don't think Art likes the selfie thing. Anyways, they finish up their meal and they go back to the car and they realize, oh shit, they have a flat tire now. One thing leads to another, they get separated and comedy ensues. And by comedy, I mean terror and not comedy at all. So let's just get to the fun stuff. It's an indie movie and you can definitely tell off some of the acting. Tara's really good. The girl that plays Tara, Jenna Cannell, she's really good. Catherine Corcoran as Dawn, she does a good job as an annoying blonde chick that's there to be killed. There's a couple of exterminators in here. Their acting is a little bit, it seems like they won a role on the movie or like they were a producer and they're like, hey, you want to do a cameo? But let's get to Art. The way he kills, like the kills in this movie are insane. There's one kill that everybody's gonna talk about. It's great. You're gonna remember it. You're gonna remember every kill in this movie. Every slasher needs a trademark, right? You know, Art is unpredictable. You never know what he's gonna do. He carries this bag of goodies and in the beginning of the movie, you see him loading it up with hacksaws and arrowheads and surgical knives. You name it, he has it in there, right? The other thing, trademark that Art has, if he's gonna kill you, rest assured that he's gonna fuck your face up. Everybody's face in this movie gets fucked up in one way or another. One of the guys, he gets decapitated, and then Art basically fucking cuts out his eyes and chops off his nose, and I don't know if he like rips off his lips, and basically, because it's Halloween, put some candles in all the little orifices and turns this motherfucker into a jack-o'-lantern. Like when I saw that, this movie just like had me hooked. Then I was like, okay, what else is this guy gonna do? There's this one part where he's trying to kill off one of these girls and he like hits her with a truck and he's just in there jamming out to some reggae, just again bobbing his little head, like snapping his fingers. I was terrified, but it made me laugh at the same time. It seems like he won't kill you until he gets you to the proper level of you being terrified. He gets Tara to this point where you don't think he can terrify her anymore. All of a sudden he goes up to this curtain and it reveals that he's captured Dawn, tied her up, hangs that chick upside down by her feet, and basically has her stripped naked. You get to see why she was cast. All of a sudden Art brings out this freaking hacksaw and you're like, oh no, what is he gonna do with that? Yep, you guessed it. He basically takes that hacksaw and fucking kung laos this chick like fucking something straight out of Mortal Kombat. It goes on for a long time. It looks super painful. Whenever you try to hurt him, if you punch him, stab this motherfucker, break his hand, whatever it may be, he's not gonna make a sound. So he's like a clown, but he's also like a mime. The actor is so expressive in what he does. He has like kind of like multiple personalities. One moment he'll be real happy, very playful, and the next moment he's like the most sadistic motherfucker you've ever ran into. There's another part in this movie that people have been complaining about that it breaks the mold of a slasher film. There's this part where somebody has Art down, like they've kind of like got to jump on him, but Art is so unpredictable, you don't ever know what he's gonna do. This motherfucker pulls out a gat, whack, shoots her ass. I was stunned when I saw that. I've never seen any slasher ever do that. In most movies, it would go, the killer loses his weapon, he takes his fucking time, and then when he comes back, the person has got away, right? It's dumb. Not this movie. Art goes, gets his gun, loads that bitch back up, comes back, blam, 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 shoots that chick in the face like 7 times. Clack, 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 in the face. So I talked to my friend about this film. He said the people in it were too dumb. I didn't really have a problem with it. Like, these guys aren't killers. When you're terrified, it's either fight or flight, right? They're basically just fighting so they can flight. I don't think it's as easy to kill as people think it is, especially with your bare hands. The only way these girls were gonna kill this guy were basically with their hands or like some kind of blunt object or maybe a knife. But you're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel their skull getting crushed in or that knife going through their guts and that hitting that hard bone and then that squishing. Like, ugh. Like, if you do have a problem with the people in this movie being dumb, like my friend said, oh, they deserve to die. Well, you know, at that point, you should do like I was doing. Root for the killer. Like in the beginning of this movie, I wanted Art to die. I was like, oh, man, kill this sick motherfucker. Towards the end, I was like, hell no. Please don't kill this motherfucker. Keep making movies. So let's just talk about good things about the movie. I like that it's a simple story. Not every horror movie needs all this backstory and tell you how these people grew up. This movie doesn't do that. It just throws you into the action, just like the characters in the movie, and you got to find your way out. I think Art's going to be the next slasher. It's been a long time since there's been a real, true slasher. You know,
you got Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, Michael Myers, Pinhead.
I can see Art standing next to these guys, like officially like earning his place. This movie like got me charged up to watch more horror movies and slasher movies specifically. I guess if I had to name some bad stuff, it would be a couple of the people in here have some bad acting. It's not like the worst or anything, but definitely, you know, it stands out. Well, it stands out just a little. I'm really struggling to find some bad stuff in here. The movie's a little bit short, but that's it. I can't really think of anything bad. I watched this movie 2 times now. It's very rare for me to go back and watch a horror movie twice. I don't have a rating system yet, so if you guys can help me think of one, I'd like to do something funny. Maybe I want to do like a 5-star system, right? As far as horror movies go, I would have to say it's a 5. It's a 5. Like, this movie was so entertaining and I wanted to watch it again and again. A $5 footlong. Whatever. Alright guys, thanks for watching the first Estabam movie review, and I'm hoping to do a ton more of these. Stay tuned.